hear that? Oh my god. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Ray, and today I thought of something different. Not different, but something that I want to get into. I've listened to K-pop for a very long time. Since I was in 5th grade, so I was, what, 10? 10, 11. I'm 19 now. Be 20 this year. And so I was thinking the other day, like, oh, I wonder, like, trying to remember, like, what songs got me into K-pop. And I remember the very first song that I ever watched that was K-pop was Wonder Girls' Be My Baby. So I thought, and I haven't heard this song in a very, very long time, so I thought it would be great if I went back and I listened to the song that got me into K-pop. So let's just get into it. Okay, y'all. So before we get into this, this video was released November 6th, 2011. I wasn't even 11 yet. My birthday is November 18th. So I was still 10. But comment down below, when did you get into K-pop? Like, if you remember a year and like that. And then, like, what song was it? Like, you know, what group? Are they still active now? Are they not? Like, let's get into the tea. But I'm excited. I haven't listened to the song in a very long time, nor have I watched the music video in a very long time. So we're about to get into it, okay? So this is Wonder Girls' Be My Baby. Let's get into it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Oh, do you like it? Yo, we're back. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. Yo, this brings so many memories. Oh my god. Yo, this was so long ago. I can't. I'm crying. I remember like, what is this? I was like, what the hell? This I can't. This is okay.
Because I'm getting a lot of thoughts in my head. This was so long ago for me. And it's crazy to think about that. Wow. I don't know. Head empty, no thoughts. Like, that's crazy. Okay, let's get back into it.
Period. Why did you hit that? These little puff things are cute on their outfits. This is giving me 2011 vibes too, 100%. Yes, yes, rap. This is what got me. This is rap. I wasn't ready for it. I didn't think no one was gonna rap, girl. Yes. This was so long ago, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. Take a note. Yes, ending. Yes, pose.
Okay, I'm sorry, my dog busted busted in my door. But it takes me back. I don't know. I never really listened to it a lot, even though it was one of the first songs that got me into K-pop. But it just reminds me of like the awe of like, because I have been listening to Japanese songs because of anime and stuff like that. So listening to a different music, listening to music in a different language wasn't foreign or like new to me. But the fact that like they were dancing, it was like a whole like production set. It was something that was different. Like Western American singers do the same thing, but it was different because it was like 5 of them, and at the time I think I was listening to One Direction. They don't dance, girl. Okay. So I was just you're just used to the same. Nothing's wrong with the way Western singers and groups are, but for a 10-year-old, seeing people, a whole bunch of pretty girls dancing and singing, I was like, oh my god, I want to do that. And that's what got me more into dancing and stuff, because I'm like, that's really cool. Like, that's something I can see myself doing. Not necessarily being an idol, because I really don't want to do that, but more of just like the dancing aspect of it, of just like being a backup dancer and like experiencing the whole like shebang of it. And from here, it was just, you can either say uphill or downhill, whatever way you picture it, but it was just a starting point. And who would have known, 9 years later I would still be listening to it, and it would be so evolved like it is. Like, during this era, 2011, it wasn't the way it is now. 2012, 2013 is when it started to get, the aspect of what we know now. If there's a name for it, I'll probably have to look it up. But, pre that, this era that we're in now, it wasn't really K-pop, even though it was worldwide. It was still kind of in, because Wonder Girls broke out, like they came to America and stuff like that, but it wasn't really but then 2012, 2013, 2014, it started to become a bigger deal. And kind of to watch it happen from this 2010, 2011 period to kind of see how K-pop has grown and evolved and changed is really interesting to see, because it really has changed. Like, if you just look back at this, or if you go back a little bit, like to groups back in like Super Junior, that was what, 07, Girl Generation 07. Like, even if you look at Girl Generation and see how they've evolved, it's the same thing. Of course they've gotten older, mature, blah blah blah, but even in the aspect of music, like, it has just changed. And what was, I say acceptable, but what was kind of like the big deal in like the early 2000s, mid, 07, 08 is not what would be cool now. It's more like like glam, like sparkly, like, you know, out there. And I love it. But just to go back and kind of appreciate where, you know, the girls that you listen to now, like what they grew up with and like what inspired them to become an idol, it's kind of like humbling. It makes you realize like these groups now are not just it. Like that wasn't, you know, they're not the first groups, you know, they have predecessors before them that kind of set the groundwork for them and kind of paved the way. It's what they looked up to, you know. So it's nice to go back and remember that, and just to see like what I was listening to, you know, when I was 10, 11, 12. It's crazy. But I do want to make this a series because there's a lot of songs that remind me of different things and they kind of have stories that go along with them. This one is obviously my first K-pop song. Me being like, what is this? And like kind of going through a rabbit hole of like clicking on songs. And I'm like, oh my god. The next one will be a boy group that will always hold a special place in my heart just because their songs really like solidified me being into K-pop. So I'll make sure to record that. I am going to do a pink Doom Doom after this. So make sure, I don't know if it's going to be up before this video, probably not, probably after this video. But because of that, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content, and remember, comment down below what year you got into K-pop, how old you were, like what song, like what does that song like mean to you now? Like, is it just like me where it's just like nostalgic and you're like, oh my god, like this was my first K-pop song, or is it more, you know, deep than that? So let me know, guys. So y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.